Hi children, today we will discuss question number 14. Okay, now move to the question. In the adjoining figure, name the following pairs of angles. First we have to find obtuse vertically opposite angles. Next you have to find adjacent complementary angles. Then you have to find equal supplementary angles. And then you have to find unequal supplementary angles. And you have to find adjacent angles do not form a linear pair. So we will solve this question. Okay, now move to the first part. Obtuse vertically opposite angles. We know that vertically opposite angle means what? When two lines intersect at a point, the angles opposite to that vertex are known as vertically opposite angles, and we know that vertically opposite angles are equal. Now we have to find obtuse vertically opposite angle. So look at this figure. In this figure you can see two lines. In this figure you can see two lines. This is one line and the line is AC, and you can see one more line, this, okay, this is BD, okay. So in this figure you can see two lines AC and BD, and we know that this angle and this angle are vertically opposite angles. Like the same way, this angle and this angle are vertically opposite angles. Okay, now we have to find one pair of obtuse vertically angles. We know that this is acute angle, is it? This will be acute angle. Like the same way, this also acute angle, is it? Acute angle means what? The measure is less than 90 degree. So look at this angle. This angle is less than 90 degree, is it? So we can say this is acute angle. Like the same way you can see this also acute angle. The measure is less than 90 degree. 90 degree means what? The angle is coming like this way. If it is less than that, we can say they are acute angles. So 90 degree is this type of angle. This is 90 degree angle. So if it is less than 90 degree, that means they are acute angles. Now we have to find obtuse vertically opposite angle. So which are the obtuse vertically opposite angles here? This is an obtuse angle, is it? This measures more than 90 degree. Like the same way, this is an obtuse angle, is it? So and they are vertically opposite also, is it? They are vertically opposite also. This is an obtuse angle. This is an obtuse angle. Like the same way, this is an obtuse angle. Okay, and they are vertically opposite also. So which are the vertically opposite, obtuse vertically opposite angles for this figure? Angle, this is vertex O is given this. So angle AOD and angle BOC. These are the obtuse vertically opposite angles in this particular figure. Okay, we can see that this angle measures more than 90 degree. Clearly, if the measures more than 90 degree, we can say that they are obtuse angles, is it? So, according to that method, or you can see that we know that sum of the angles on a straight line is, this is straight line, this is straight line, and sum of the angles on a straight line is 180 degree. So if this angle is acute, obviously this will be more than 90 degree, then only you will get this sum 180 degree. By using that method also you can see that they are obtuse angles, or by looking this figure you can see they are obtuse angle. Okay, this also a straight line. Listen children, this also a straight line, and I already told you this angle is acute, so obviously this angle is obtuse. Then only we will get the sum 180 degree. Okay, so we will get the sum 180 degree. So if this is acute, obviously this will be obtuse. Okay, so which are the pairs of obtuse vertically opposite angles in this figure? Angle AOD and angle BOC. I hope this first part of this question is clear. Okay. Now move to the second part. Okay, the second part of the question is adjacent complementary angle. You have to find the adjacent complementary angles from this figure. Okay, now first you find out adjacent angle means what? They should have a common vertex, common arm, and the uncommon arms on either side of the common arm. Oh, and complementary means what? Complementary means the sum of the two angles 90°. Okay, now first you find out the 90° angle. You can see two 90° angles here, is it? One is this side like this way. Here one more subdivision is there, and this is A, this is B, and this is E here. One part of this figure is this. Again, like this way, this part is also there. 90° angle, is it? E, O, D. Just separate the figure. It will be easy for you to. So, this is this part of the figure. This part of the figure. This part of the figure is this. This part of the figure, and this part of the figure is this. Okay. So, we can see. Okay, 90°. You can see two 90° angles you can see, is it? This angle is 90° and this angle is also 90°. Now we have to find adjacent complementary angle. Now look at here, children. Here only one angle is there. This is 90° angle, but only one angle is here. Only one angle. Only one angle. Only one angle. We need adjacent angles. Adjacent angle means what? We have to take two angles. Adjacent angle is a pair of angle. So we have to take two angles. So just look at this angle. This angle and this angle. Are these angles are adjacent angles? Just look at the conditions. They have a common vertex. These two angles is having a common vertex O, and these two angles is having a common ray or common arm. Common arm is there, and the uncommon arms is on either side. One is in this side and one is in this side. So we can say that these two angles are adjacent angles. This angle and this angle are adjacent angles, and we know that this is 90° and their sum is 90°. So which are the pairs of, which are the angles, adjacent complementary angles in this given figure? Which are the adjacent angles? Adjacent complementary angles. Angle AOE. Angle AOE means angle AOE. Where the angle is standing, that letter should be in the middle. Okay. And angle BOA. Angle BOA. Okay. OA is the common ray here. OA is the common ray. OA is the common ray. O is the vertex. O is the vertex. And the uncommon arms on either side of the common arm. So we can say that angle AOE and angle BOA are the adjacent complementary angles in this given figure. I hope this is clear. Why we are not taking this part of this figure? Because here only one angle. Adjacent angle is a pair of angle. That means we have to take two angles. That's why we are taking this part of the figure. Okay. I hope it's clear. Just go through the answer one more time, children. So adjacent complementary angles we need. So look at the figure. Complementary means sum is 90°. So we have to find two angles. So sum is 90° and they are adjacent also. Is it clear? Now move to the third part of the question. Okay. Now move to the third part of the question. Now look at this figure. Equal supplementary angles we have to find. Equal supplementary angles. So, supplementary angle means what? The sum of two angles 180° and we need equal supplementary angles. That means the sum of two angles should be equal also. Now from this figure, first you find out the supplementary angle means they form a straight line. Okay, and its sum is 180°. Now how will we find the equal angle? So just find it out. Here you can see this line BD and this one. Okay. And you know that this is 90°. and this also 90 degree. So we got equal angle and their sum is 90 degree. 90 plus 90, what is the answer? 180 degree. So this part of the figure, equal supplementary angle, this part and this part, okay. So this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree, equal supplementary angle. So which are the angles? Angle EOB, angle EOB and angle EOD, angle EOB and angle EOD. Now look at this, children. Why we are not taking this line? If we are taking this line, this angle is less than 90 degree and this angle will be obtuse angle. If their sum is, their measure is not equal. That's why we are taking this line. Listen. If you are taking this line, you can see that one angle is less than 90 degree and one angle is greater than 90 degree here. So it is not equal measure, that's why we are taking this line. Okay. So there the sum is 90 degree. So here 90 degree, here 90 degree, equal measure and supplementary also. So what is the name? Angle EOB and angle EOD. Why we are not taking this line? Because here the angle is, look at this figure. If we are taking this figure, this angle is less than 90 degree and this will be greater than 90 degree. We need equal supplementary angles. Okay, that's why we are taking the first part. We are taking this line. That's why we are taking this line. Okay, I hope it's clear, children. Now move to the next question. Unequal supplementary angles. Unequal supplementary angles. We already told you which are the unequal supplementary angles in this figure. Unequal. Take this line. Take this line, okay, and this one, this point, and we know that this angle is obviously greater than 90 degree and this angle is less than 90 degrees. So which are the unequal supplementary angle, and these two angles are standing in this straight line. So we can say that the sum is 180 degree. So which are the unequal supplementary angles? Angle AOE and angle EOC. Angle AOE and angle EOC. I hope it's clear, children. Equal supplementary angles, the last answer. Equal supplementary angle is what? Angle BOE and angle EOD. Okay. Unequal supplementary angle is angle AOE and angle EOC. I hope it's clear. Now move to the next question. Adjacent angles do not form a linear pair. What is the fifth question? Adjacent angles do not form a linear pair. Okay, the next question. Adjacent angles do not form a linear pair. Adjacent angle conditions you know. Common vertex, common arm, uncommon arms on either side. Do not form a linear pair means what? The sum should not equal to, it's not equal to 180 degree. The sum is not equal to 180 degree. It is not form a linear pair. We have to find such angles whose sum not equal to 180 degree. Now find out the angles from this. You can see that this angle and this angle are adjacent. Is their angle sum is 180 degree? No. They are equal to 90 degree. That's right angle, is it? So the sum is complementary angle. So which is the first pair? Do not form a linear pair is sum is not equal to 180. Find out that type of adjacent angles, their sum is not equal to 180. Now tell me the first pair of adjacent angles, angle BOA and angle EOA. EOA. Are these angles are adjacent angles? Yes, because they have a common vertex O, they have a common arm OA and the uncommon arms EO and EB. This is in either side of the common arm. Okay, so they are adjacent angles. Like the same way, find out the next pair of adjacent angles. Which is the next pair of adjacent angles? You can see that angle AOE and angle DOE. Look at these two angles, children. Angle AOE and angle DOE. Look at these two angles. Are these angles are adjacent? Yes. What is the reason? And they do not form a linear pair. The sum is not equal to 180 degree. If it is 180 degree, it will come in a straight line. Is it a straight line? No. Angle AOE is this and angle EOD is this. Not a straight line. The sum is not 180. Okay. So, angle AOE and angle DOE are adjacent angles. Yes, they have a common vertex O and common arm EO, common vertex, common arm, and the uncommon arms on either side, one side and one side. So, we got the next pair of adjacent angles do not form a linear pair. Now, one more pair we have to find it out. The next pair, how will we find the next pair? You can see that angle, this angle, angle EOD and angle COD, angle EOD and angle COD. Look at this one, angle EOD is this, angle COD is this. Okay, are they forming a linear pair? No, their sum is not 180 degree. So, the common vertex is there, common arm is there and the uncommon arms on either side. Okay. So, what you can say here, these are the pairs of adjacent angles which do not form a linear pair. I hope these answers are clear. Is the figure is clear, children? What is the figure? In the first part of the figure, we are taking, first part we are taking BOA, we are taking BO, this is B, this is A and this is E. We are taking BOA and EOA, this angle and this angle, they are adjacent angles but they do not form linear pair. Linear pair means what? Sum is not 180. And the second part AOE, AOE we are taking AOE and we are taking ED, this one. So, here this angle and this angle, they are adjacent angles but their sum is not equal to 180 degrees. So, this is the next pair of adjacent angles which do not form a linear pair. And what about the third one? Third one is EOD, EOD and DOC, this figure, DOC. Okay, this angle and this angle, they also do not form a linear pair, their sum is not 180 degree. So, they are adjacent angles. So, that is the third pair of adjacent angles that do not form a linear pair. I hope all these questions are clear. Thank you. That is all for today.